And y'all hear the music. Sometimes I'm on here dancing. Y'all like, girl, you okay. I knew you would let me know, Minister. Let's dance, y'all. Come on. How y'all doing out there? We're gonna have a woo, we made it through this full moon for stars. How y'all doing? Are you taking it? Huh? Ah. Hello, queens. Yes, 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 yes. I yeah, I did post on some of my social media. I didn't post it on uh YouTube, but I've posted in other places that I'm an official Sharkey. You can see music by Sharkey. I am an official Sharkey dance fitness instructor. I know I told y'all no more certifications, but almost as soon as I said that, I was let's see here. Let's see here. I'm gonna delete this. I'm having trouble connecting on Facebook, is what it's telling me. But almost as soon as I said no more certifications, I think the last one that I told everybody about maybe was I don't know, was it mindfulness or maybe some of my women facilitator? I'm a trainer now. That was a certification. And somebody was like, "How many certifications you got?" Oh, and I was like, "A lot." I'm done. I'm done. And before I knew it, I was like, I'm back. I'm back in another certification. So I'm so happy to be done. How's everybody doing? It's so good to see you all. Today truly, truly will be short and sweet. Um, because I have to go get a knee injection. I have to get those like twice a year. I get knee injections. So I'll have to get off early for that. And next week I'm having on Friday. I was like, can we move this to Friday? So next week I'll be on Friday, so I won't have to rush next week. Um, oh, we do have an upcoming new moon retreat. It's in Sagittarius. And hold on, let me show you. It's December the 7th. Oh crap. Let me see something, y'all. Oh, okay. I think it's okay. Technology. So yeah, December the 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, I see what Keita May was saying. I put on here November 7th. Okay. Keita May was telling me I had done something off. I got it now, Keita May. Okay. So I want y'all to go with this date right here. December 7th at 6 p.m. Okay. I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that. Just like the last time. Y'all get to see what it's like to be Tyra. Tyra will miss a lot of stuff like that. So yes. So yeah, December the 7th at 7 p.m. is the Sagittarius new moon retreat. And the focus really and truly is going to be on hope and inspiration and getting ready for um, the new year. I'm going to provide you with some tools that will help you to map out, well, just really get in touch with what it is that you want to manifest in 2024. I want us to feel that energy of like, you know what? I'm gonna take all the richness, may not have always felt good from these last 4 years, and taking it forward with me as like diamonds or gold, something that comes from the bottom of the earth, oil, all these kinds of um, things that come out of the earth that people almost fight over, like people paying good money for all of this. That's how I want us to see all of this richness of the last few years. And I want us to truly go into 2024 with hope and optimism for no matter what we are seeing with our eyes right now. We are going to go into 24 like, okay, the pendulum is swinging up, and so that's just what we're gonna go in expecting, and that's what we're gonna work on with this new moon. Okay. So hello, Natasha. How are you? Greetings to you, Minister Ocean Kimmy, and greetings to you, Glorious Rising Jaimin. Hello to the beautiful goddess Mystic Storm. Greetings. Hello, Aliasia, Dr. Aliasia. Y'all congratulate Aliasia. She's been working on her PhD in uh it's like metaphysics, maybe. Tell us what the name of your area of focus is. But yeah, she recently finished her dissertation. Hold on, Aliasia. You're gonna get this for Aliasia. I love that the little pause. Yes, congratulations. Congratulations. Aliasia is actually a graduate of the Spiritual Aspirant Initiation also. So, it just is a reflection on all of us. It's like a family moment. It's a family moment for the community because she's here in the community also. Yes. How are you? I hope that you are doing well, Priestess. Priestess EM is one of my Sacred Feminine Mystery sister priestesses. She's also working on a doctorate. So, wow. Hello, Vivi Embroidery Queen. How are you? If y'all need, well, I don't know, she sews, but maybe you need to be local to her. But I know she has a business too that she's been working on. Good morning to Big Sister Felicia. How are you? Bonjour, Dark Diza. How are you, Queen? Good to see you, Bella. Ah, thank you. I appreciate you. I feel so much better this week. I'm still walking a very fine line. It's just that moon. I had that full moon on, it was the Taurus full moon. It was within just a few degrees of my moon, very, very close to it. And every time I have a full moon on my moon, the Pisces full moon back in September, I think it was, man, that moon rocked me. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I got sick after that moon. And then because that was on my sun, and then this one was on my moon. So I'm just really taking it easy, being easy with myself. Don't forget, sisters, speaking of taking care of ourselves, all right, what are you drinking this morning? Make sure you drop your morning beverage. Um, Spirit told me to drink from my Yay My Ya cup today. And it says on here, the waves of change remind me of my resiliency. Mm. I might have to put that somewhere prominent in my life. I'm gonna have to post that. The ways of change remind me of my resiliency. I just love that. Yeah, Monja. But yeah, I feel so much better this week. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I even looked at my banner. I was like, did I mess up the banner? I couldn't quite tell where I was messing up. There you go. Minister is gonna go get her coffee. Minister makes jewelry and she makes oil. So these are bracelets that I'm wearing that she made. And I love these oils. I love the oils. Mystic Storm even makes oils. Y'all, I'm all in with y'all. Mystic Storm makes oils. This is called Uplift. So yeah, if you do something, you have a business, let us know. Hello, Latasha. How are you, Queen? Good to see you. Yes, congratulations, Dr. Aliasia. Ah, yes, thank y'all. Thank y'all for helping me to congratulate our sister. You are so welcome. Okay. Metaphysics. Metaphysics. Yes. We shall celebrate you. Okay, you just moved to South Carolina, so you're exhausted. Oh, okay. Yeah, you get some rest. A move is a big deal. A move is a big, big deal. Water mocha. Ooh, that sounds good. Mfairfun, yeah, moja. Yes, yes, yes. Ah. All right. So, are you gonna get your coffee? Yes, it's coming. Maybe she has it ready. But yeah, you could always reach out to her. She's in the Mighty Networks, and just put in a personal order if her email isn't. I mean, her website isn't ready. The full moon made me tired, and my crown was overstimulated. Finally, starting to feel better. I knew today we were going to feel better. Let's see here. Where is the moon today? Because I said, "Ooh, as soon as the moon goes into Cancer, I know I'm going to feel so much better." And I was laughing at myself because I was just like, I was a little bit of a wreck. I was a little bit undone. Today is the 29th. Am I on the right month? Yep, 29th. It went into Cancer at 1:53 a.m. Eastern time. I'm feeling so much better. Okay, good, 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 good. All righty. Hi, Sharmika. Overstimulated, yeah. Ooh, okay. I make altar cloths with VVs on them. Wow. Okay. Are you in Mighty Networks? Because that's how people can get in touch with you. I don't know. Some YouTube doesn't let people drop links. So, maybe you can send me an email and I can let people know where you are. But if you're not in my YouTube channel, my Mighty Networks, let me know. I don't like dropping links here anymore after getting spammed one time by somebody, but I can get it to you. Ah, that's right. Dark Diza, her name is Bella. She does many things, translation from English to French. She's an artist, writer, musician, educator. She also has music out. Yeah, I'm gonna create a page on my website, and so I can have it where y'all can post everything, and we can network like that. So yeah, I want those altar cloths. Okay, y'all, let me get on to doing what I said I was gonna do. First thing I want to do is look at uh, here we go. I want to look at the astrology for December since we're right here at the end. Okay, good. Yeah, if you need that information, email me. I yeah, people can email me, but I could block them if they act dumb. But you can email me and I will send you the link to join. I'm very selective about who joins because I don't want people in there to be number one spamming folks or creating chaos and stuff like that. In this day and age, the online world, people just can click links and stuff. So it's like I got to be mindful to keep our community, with integrity is what I'm trying to say. Hey, Keita May. Keita May, thank you. I'm finally in the know, in the flow of understanding where you were trying to, what you were trying to tell me. Okay. So let's look at the astrology really quickly, and then I'm gonna share a reading that I did with my I got an Odoo for us today. I'm gonna sit down. I just been feeling like I need to. Well, the Odoo I've been feeling like, hey, you need to you need to make sure you're using your Opon. So I did a reading, got an Odoo for us, and I'll do a reading. We'll see what we can get in there. Okay. I love all the comments. Nice. Okay, let's look at the astrology for December. We're just doing an overview because y'all know I go week by week. Um, let's see here. So you can see the ones in blue right here. So Mercury in Capricorn, Venus in Scorpio, Sun in Capricorn, Mercury retrograde. That's a big one for this month. Starting in Sagittarius, and it will go back into Capricorn. Venus in Sagittarius. So Venus is starting to catch up with the sun. And man, we might have a Venus. No, Venus will go invisible soon, not necessarily retrograde. Okay. And Jupiter goes direct, Neptune goes direct. So let's just kind of talk about all of that. Um, oh, I got it. Mercury retrograde starts here in Capricorn and goes back into Sagittarius. So first and foremost, there's a lot of energy of shifting and changing in the month of December, just simply because we have planets going from one sign to the next. And so it's kind of like when the planet moves from one sign to the next, it's time to talk about a new it is our focus is going to be different. So if it's Mercury, it's like our mind and what we talk about, what's on our minds, our thoughts, our ideas, they will take on the topics of that sign. Okay. So Mercury going into Capricorn is going to have us thinking about Capricorn things. And then the sun is going to bring even more energy to Capricorn because, then we'll have two planets there. They won't be there long, but anywho, it still will just continue this theme of Capricorn. And so Capricorn has to do with our career. A lot of what I want y'all to know too about Capricorn is it's about what are you known for? You'll hear people say the 10th house or Capricorn has to do with your reputation. And sometimes that's not about career. So, sometimes you might just kind of be in the midst of change. Maybe you used to be somebody who didn't exercise and now you're somebody who does exercise, but you are the one who everyone knew was never going to go exercise. But once Capricorn comes, if you are changing what you're known for, if you're stepping into something new, then you'll be hyper focused on talking about it. Like, okay, I know what y'all used to think about me, but that's not who I am anymore. This is who I am. So you can really use Capricorn to shift what you are known for. And yeah, if anyone can relate, I would love for you to tell me about that. I'll tell y'all the examples that I like to use, or the main one when I understood astrology. Um, I am really good at administration, but I'm also a certified bona fide leader. And at that particular stage, it was late 40s. I was in my late 40s at this point in time. So, even the 40s will start making you like, no one defines me. I define me. And I'm going to let you know that. So um, I had just kind of pigeonholed myself as like, I can do a lot of admin. I'm very good at tech. And one of my teachers kind of had me pigeonholed there. And I was just kind of like doing my best to say, hey, I'm a leader. There's more facets to me than what is being accessed within this group. And I just got angry and I just said, you know what? I'm just not going to do it anymore. I can do tech. I can be very admin like, but if I am no longer available to not be like presented as a leader, because that's who I am. I want to be known as a leader. And it was interesting because she kind of picked up on it and was like, hey, are we good? And I was like, I'm not being, I'm a leader and I'm not just some admin, which I love admin, don't get me wrong, but I was mad at that point in time. Because I love admin. I love anyone who is really good at it. Mwah, love it. But at that point, she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry about that. And actually, I do have something that I want you to do that is more," and it was exactly what I was looking for. It's like, no, I want to work as a priestess, right? So it was like shifting it from that. And then, just in general, oh, here's another one I did. I remember when I first started coming on sharing, I was just doing it as a stay-at-home homeschooling mom. It was like, I just want to share what I know. It's just in me. And I started coming on YouTube. I was sharing about everything. Like, it was not just one thing. But of course, people love the EFI tradition so much that a lot of my videos with the most views have to do with the EFI tradition. And so it was like people were really knowing me as somebody who is connected to EFI. And I started saying, that's not what I want to be known for. And so once I got more serious about my business, I just started telling people, if you want to work with me, you're interested in the goddess tradition and you're interested in what I'm doing, which that is a part of, but don't think that I am just an Ephi priestess or Orisha priestess. And I just started sending people to this Baba that I know, that I was like, if you don't want what I have, you only want Ephi, then just go work with him, and I'm good with that. It's like, this might be a time where you start saying, I want to be known for. That's it. Here's another one last example. I went from being a Zumba fitness instructor, African dance performer, and what else? Bar instructor, all of that, to don't even put me in that category. People would write me and I would say, I'm no longer doing that. I'm retired. Period. See you later. Now I don't have nobody to refer you to. I don't want nothing to do with it. And recently I was like, okay, I'm getting hot. Um, Recently I was sort of like, how do I get people to understand I'm going to be teaching belly dance, a belly dance fitness format now? And I said, you know what? I'm just going to start going on doing belly dance. I'm just going to choose. I'm going to be known for what I want to be known for. So I want y'all to understand that's a way to use Capricorn energy. It's not just career, but it is about success. So that's really important. So we're going to be focused on Capricorn things. Venus is going to go into Scorpio. Now, Venus is all about our values, our worth. She's about our money, and see her in Scorpio. This could be bringing up money topics, like how do you want to transform your money? How do you want to transform your money mindset? Let me see here. Maybe there's something about a wound and you want to heal your self-worth and your self-value, or maybe you want to heal a money wound of something or something like that. Venus is also pleasure. So Venus and Scorpio could bring on topics around, wanting to experience more pleasure sexually, wanting to experience more pleasure in terms of like intimate relationships, like being more connected to somebody, that deep, deep connection. Scorpio is also about taxes and inheritance. So it could be something around focusing on those kind of money topics. Also, Venus is your appearance. She's very focused on appearance. So sometimes when Venus goes into a new sign, it's like the trend changes. So we may see people wearing more scorpionic colors, or, um, Scorpio is the darkness. So it's something like that. Dark colors, dark lipstick. Yeah, Scorpio is a season of um Halloween and the ancestors, so it may be something ancestral like, or something representing the dark. I mean, not the dark, but the ancestors who are dead, that kind of thing. So fashion is something, but it also may be a time where some of us are just like, I want to transform, I want to transform what I look like. And so we may go through some transformation. Now, when Venus is retrograde in Scorpio, don't make transformations, especially if you can't reverse them. But Venus and Scorpio might be a time where people really go into a transformation process to change what they look like. Yes. Ah. Who has a food blog? Okay. My goodness, we are amazing. You know what, Deezer? Somebody else sent me a picture of a moonbow. She was in she's in England. Yes, you have to drop that in you have to drop that Jaimin inside of Mighty Networks. I need to start a link, a blog, something. I got to get something going. So yeah, food blog. I think food blogs. It's interesting. I just feel like anything around food could be something that's a hot topic just because we just kicked off this new cycle with the eclipses with Taurus. So, yeah, I feel seen. Yeah. Okay. I identify as a phoenix and will rebirth into the new quickly. And so, when Venus in Scorpio, it could be gentle transformation. That's one thing. I even put it on my vision board, gentle rebirth, because Scorpio's rebirth. 2 years in a row because of those eclipses, I was like, "Gentle rebirth." That's what I'm calling in. That's what I'm calling in. Okay, so even though we have Mercury going retrograde, at least Neptune and Jupiter are going direct. So that's 2 more planets, big planets too, going direct. So the majority of the energy is gonna be, let's see here, direct, that's November. Uh, so I'm not gonna look at Mercury retrograde. Direct. By the end of the month, Jupiter will be direct, Saturn is direct, Neptune will be direct by the end of the month, and Pluto is direct. So Uranus is still retrograde, and then Mercury will go retrograde. So that's not as much retrograde energy as we were dealing with in the summer. It was rough. It was rough this summer. Woo, it was rough this summer. So that's nice. Okay, so then we're going to have this new moon in Sagittarius. I'm excited about the new moon in Sagittarius. I'll touch on it as we get closer to it. And then in the YouTube membership, I will go through each sign. I'll go through each sign and yeah, just go a little bit more in depth. If you join the retreat on December the 7th, is when the new moon retreat is. Um, you will get that video automatically as a part of the retreat. But, again, Sagittarius is hope and optimism. So, yeah, I'm excited about that new moon. I don't care what is in that moon. This Gemini moon was rough, but when it comes to that Sag moon, I'm just like, I'm all in. I'm all in. I need some hope and some optimism. Okay, so we're gonna have Mercury retrograde, and Mercury's gonna start in Capricorn. It's gonna be at the 8th degree of Capricorn, and also for the YouTube membership, I'm gonna put in the Mercury retrograde class. It's gonna start at 8 degrees. So we actually, let's see here, y'all. What? Oh, okay. So December. Where is Mercury right now? It's gonna go back to the 22nd degree. Okay, so we are actually in Mercury retrograde shadow now. So you want to start looking at what's coming up for you, and you'll feel kind of like led to do it. So for instance, Mercury is going to retrograde in my second house. I'm a Scorpio rising. It's going to retrograde in my second house. And this morning I started listening to money videos. It was like I've gotten all off on I was doing so well with logging my money and just keeping up with my money and managing it because that's the thing I most need to master. And today, all of a sudden, I was like, okay, I'm going to just start looking at videos that are about, that are going to get me like rededicated and recommitted to all the good work I had started before. So you just want to start kind of looking at that. What is it that is coming up for you? And you're kind of like, oh, I was doing that, or I didn't finish that. I really need to go back and look at that. That kind of thought, you wanna look at it. And then, and it's just gonna continue. And then when we get to the 13th, Mercury is by that time Mercury will be in Capricorn. So we're in shadow period easily, until Mercury goes retrograde. So we'll just say till the middle part of December, you're going to start seeing some stuff come up. But, let's see here. Mercury retrograde in Sag. Um Anytime Mercury is in Sag, it's kind of like people you might see a lot of know-it-all energy, or people just kind of like standing up on their high horse, kind of like speaking whatever they think is the truth as if it is the truth. It could be something like that. Um the ninth house, it maybe it's something around well, I'll just say just put in your Mercury retrograde protocols. I don't really see Sag and Capricorn so much as techie, but you can never go wrong with just saying, okay, I'm going to make sure I'm on time. I leave early. I don't wait to the last minute to do stuff. Oh, that's something. If you're studying for something, do not wait to the last minute. That's where you could really get caught up with this Mercury retrograde. Or something at work. Don't wait to the last minute to do something for work. Because that's really where I think Mercury retrograde will kind of get people, but also just the regular Mercury retrograde protocols. The ritual that I encourage everybody to do during Mercury retrograde is to every day give thanks for technology, like thank you computer, and thank you microphone, and thank you telephone, and thank you earbuds. Like as you walk through your day, just giving thanks for all kinds of technology. Thank you electricity, whatever that means for you, thank you car. That's a practice that I do for Mercury retrograde on the regular. Okay, so let's see here. Sun in Capricorn. Okay, so very much Capricorn, Sag, because Venus goes into the Sag at the end of the month. That's a great way to start the new year out. I really love that we're going to have Venus and Sag as we start the new year out. The new moon in Capricorn actually is not until January. I kind of like that. A lot of times we have that new moon in December, but the new moon in Capricorn is not until uh January. So I like that we're going to get a moon that has to do with success. Okay, let me go back to Capricorn real quick. Y'all, seriously, Capricorn is about being successful. And so I think that the fact that we're going to have this new moon in Sag with, Mercury in Capricorn, and then shortly after the new moon, the sun goes into Capricorn. So we can have this energy around like setting up a successful next year, setting up a next successful 2 years, even. I'll give us 2 years. I love that. I really do. Um, we are having the full moon in Cancer. So we're going to have the full moon in Cancer before we have the new moon in Capricorn. I kind of like it sometimes when the full moon that matches the new moon comes before the new moon. And the reason I like that is because the full moon is sort of like, hey, I'm trying to tell you what you need in order to make this new moon happen, to make this new moon successful, to make this new moon one where you're manifesting in the way that what you want to manifest. So we're going to have that full moon in Cancer. I kind of like that. I love the full moon in Cancer. Maybe because I'm a Pisces and Scorpio. Other folks might hate it. But I mean, just think about it. It's a full moon in Cancer. The moon rules Cancer. But I love that it's always at this time of year where it's sort of like we kind of need it. Capricorn is not the most fun energy. Even though the holidays, now I tell you, this is great for the holidays, for people who celebrate around this time, because it's all about family. So I just think it's going to bring that energy of, family and joy and happiness. Even though Mercury will be retrograde, it'll be in Sagittarius. So it's gonna have this energy about it where I don't know. I just want to believe it's gonna feel like it's a good holiday period. Sometimes I do like that full moon at the top of the year, though. I ain't gonna lie. I like it when it's at the top of the year. Greetings, Monica. How are you, Queen? Ah, thank you. Ah. that just makes me feel so good. You better do that. You better do that. I am no longer putting other needs before my own. I shay oh. Let's see here. Them gurus. Yeah, you gotta watch them. You really do. Hi, Uma Bean, Grand Rising. How are you, Queen? Okay, let's see here. And then Jupiter goes direct on the 30th. Now, there's some people who are really benefiting from Jupiter. If you're a Leo, Jupiter's in your 10th house. Man, I'm telling y'all, Leos, take advantage of that Jupiter being in your 10th house. That's such a gift. It's such a blessing. That is truly a time where you can get some perspective on like what do you want to be known for? And you feel that inspiration, or you actually are like ready to go on ahead and step out and be that, right? Okay, I'm gonna keep scooting because like I said, I gotta go get my knee injection. Let me take a sip of el agua. Okay. So the Odu that I pulled for us today is Obara. So that's a very good question. I love that you're saying that. So there's always two moons in Cancer. There's going to be a new moon and there's going to be a full moon. And so the new moon is always when the sun is in the same sign as the moon. The full moon is when the moon is in the sign opposite the sun. So we're going to have that full moon in Cancer opposite the sun being in Capricorn. So we always have the Cancer full moon in the wintertime and the Cancer new moon in the summertime. We have the Capricorn full moon in the summertime and the Capricorn new moon in the wintertime. And it's just the same. Like we just had the Gemini full moon in the fall and the Gemini new moon is in the spring. Ah. Hello, how are you? Actually, I am. I can't, of course, I can't do it this year, but that's what I'm thinking. I actually want to go to Puerto Rico for a retreat in in the winter. I'm sorry, y'all. I need to go someplace warm in the wintertime. Hello, how are you, gorgeous? How are you, gorgeous priestess? Okay, Obara. This is from the Ifa tradition out of Nigeria. Obara. So Obara, and this is from this book, The Ifa Concept of Divination. I think that one is by Awofala Kun. Obara, what does this mean? And I want y'all to take this into this next week, maybe even the next month, and see where you find this. Transcending the ego and facing deep lessons that arise while searching for the inner self carries with it the promise of abundance and long life. So, what does transcending the ego look like for you? I think a lot of what this is for the women that I typically work with personally, one to one, is there's a whole lot of lies that have been put inside of us. Like, you are this and you are that. Um, or maybe we draw conclusions about ourselves and it's just a limiting belief. And so we're operating according to those limiting beliefs because a lot of times the ego can be what we were talking about earlier, people just standing up thinking like they know everything. A lot of times people think that's ego, but I think ego is constructed. And so we have to look and see, like, why do I believe what I believe about myself? Why do I hang out with the people I hang out with? Wear the clothes that I wear, work where I work. We have to begin to ask ourselves all of this, like, why do I believe any of this? That's that Gemini moon, looking at our beliefs, Sagittarius, looking at belief systems. What do I think is possible or not possible for me? That, dear sisters, is the ego that we seek to transcend. You've been wounded as a little girl and you put in some measures to protect yourself. That's ego. It's kind of like, okay, yeah, I needed that when I was a little girl, but do I still need that now? I got to transcend that. That's why we're searching for the inner self. And as we find the inner self, as we release those limiting beliefs, as we release those protective measures that we put in, at age of 3 or 7, these little human beings so wise do things to survive, but we cannot let a 7-year-old be dictating what, like, for instance, for me, I can't let 3-year-old Tyra dictate what's going on for 53-year-old Tyra. That is what transcending ego is. And once I begin to say, oh, 3-year-old Tyra's been running the show. I've been doing this same behavior, this same pattern year after year after year because I needed it at 3 and I didn't even recognize that's just something I did to protect myself. I'm no longer going to do that. And so my clock is going to go off in just a minute to remind me to leave. But and so now I'm going to take on what 53-year-old Tyra says is appropriate. And I am going to now operate in a different way. I'm now free of 3-year-old Tyra's protective measures. I'm free of somebody wounded me when I was a child. Somebody labeled me negatively when I was a child. I'm free of all of that. That is what transcending the ego is. And once I free myself of that and I allow my true self to just kind of be, and then, understand I have power. I have the energy of creation within me, the energy of I get to create my life however I want it to be. That is what opens up abundance and hopefully long life. I still kind of believe that we can prevent shortening our lives. I'm still kind of with the EFI tradition of day born, day die. We got an agenda. It's set. Now you can't shorten it, is what EFI says. But long life means we can get to the end, like where it's like I stayed until they were like, just get on the bus that's headed to heaven, Tyra. Okay, exactly. I love that. Oh my gosh. Those little feet can't even reach the gas pedal. Oh my gosh. Oh, we see them. Okay, I got you. That's so good. Ah. Okay, I love that. I love that. Okay. Ah. Thank your child self for the energy she spent, and her love in protecting you, and let her know you've got this now, Ashe. Oh, so here's a good one right here. Rest should follow work and struggle. That is one of the, um, a lot of times people are like, well, what am I supposed to do? Well, when Obara speaks, it says work, rest, work, rest. And that is definitely something that I have to remind myself of. There are times when I'm just like, oh my gosh, like how long have I been working? And then I say, right now, go rest right now. Living in harmony with nature brings abundance. So, how can you live in harmony with nature over the next week or month? Think clearly before taking action so as to not make mistakes. Don't operate from your emotions and conditionings, but instead choose. Live life by choice. Okay. Take responsibility for all of your life. There is freedom in doing so, as well as living by choice. And so that's a hard one. That's a hard one because a lot of times it's like, well, I would have this thing if it wasn't for that, or this person is the reason that this went wrong. And that person may have literally done something wrong. But what we have to do is say, okay, this person did this wrong. It what happened as a result of that. A lot of times we got to be real cautious about how we talk. As a result, I did this. And so now I need to decide how am I going to move forward as a result. Obara is kind of like avoid being in the position of I don't have power to make a change in my life. one of the things we talk about in NLP is you are at first cause. You are not responsible for what someone else does. You at first cause means, okay, I know this has happened, and now what am I going to do? All right. So this is a word that I really want to emphasize. Oh yeah, for because we are all right. We're going to be in Capricorn for the month of December, uh, in some shape, form, or fashion. Discipline is important. So the question I would ask you to ask yourself is, where do you need to be more disciplined? Balance is also another word. Abundance is actually indicated, but it's indicated, with living in harmony with nature, transcending ego, facing deep lessons, while we search for the inner truth. That's where the abundance is going to come in. Work, rest, work, rest. Okay. And also give to open abundance. And it doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be time. It could be small acts of kindness, small acts of kindness. Okay, so um I'm gonna pull a card, and then I'm gonna hit the road. I love that. I'm free of being the kid that never finishes anything that starts. Ashe all, and so it is. Hey, Bliss. How are you, Queen? Turning trauma into creative and educational content is my way of moving forward. That is beautiful. Yeah, channeling it. Channeling it. Oh, wow. Okay. I pulled for us today Amaterasu. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm in front of a window. So I love Amaterasu. She's out of Japan. And she reflects us so well. We were born brilliant. We were born with just all of this beauty, wonder, glory, these gifts and these talents. We were just so perfect. Just think about the little babies that we see being born. They are they're luminous. They're just beautiful, right? And then something happens and we go into a cave and we don't want to shine our light. That's what happened with Amaterasu. Something happened and she ran into a cave, and she's the sun. And so the light wasn't shining anymore, because she was in a cave. It says she's the Shinto creatrix sun goddess, the great goddess spirit shining in heaven. She is the source of all light and life and the most beautiful woman of heaven and the world. And long ago, Amaterasu took refuge in a cave, hiding her beauty and her light, plunging the world into darkness. She was coaxed from there by ah, Uzumi. Uzumi is the wild woman, and she was like making the gods laugh. And Amaterasu heard all of the gods laughing, and so she was like, "Why are they laughing?" And so she came back out, and then bringing her healing radiance of the sun back to the earth. She embodies the loving warmth and light of the sun emerging into the world in glory and triumph. And she is the assured return of life and joy after darkness. That's interesting because those of us in the northern hemisphere, once we get through that winter solstice, then we start getting more sunlight. Interesting. But I want us to see this as a metaphor for our own lives. Her radiant beauty shines forth from the core of her being without any adornment needing, reflecting her beauty to others. And she shines forth into your life, radiating wholeness, wellness, creation, and manifestation. She shows you there is good reason to be optimistic. All right. I'm so happy. I'm ready. I'm so ready. That you are loved and free to express yourself in the sunniest light, and that co-creation and partnership with others is the great joy in life. And that's something I know a lot of us struggle with, working with other people because we've been let down. But are there people that you can co-create with something with? She encourages you through your glowing radiance to light the way for others. So woo, that makes me feel better. All right, queens. Thank y'all so much for being here. Oh, she called it. What did she call it? Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Amaterasu. Wow. Wow. There's that word again, co-creation. Stop trying to do all the things. Exactly, Uma Bean. You're welcome, goddesses. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I'm actually just going to end the live stream today. I'm going to drop this link. No matter what the graphic says, it's December the 7th. I'm going to fix the graphic. I put the wrong date on the graphic. I hope that y'all join me at the New Moon Mini Retreat, December the 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Love you all so, so much. I appreciate you. And yeah, y'all will be hearing from me soon. All right, take care. Peace and love. I got to just throw the last little few up. Yes.